In this video today, I want to talk about first aid and being prepared for any emergencies that might come up when you're on your motorcycle. What's going on, everybody? My name is Andrew. This is my YouTube channel, Touring Midwest. Welcome. Today we're going to talk about first aid kits, and specifically this one right here. This is the Moto Medic from Mymedic, and it's specifically designed for motorcycle riders. So we're going to tear into this and see what it contains, go over the specs and features and things like that. This is really a new partner to the channel recently. I did work with them in the past. We checked out the Solo first aid kit. This was kind of my first attempt at really putting together or coming up with an idea for a somewhat decent motorcycle first aid kit. I mean, the video that I did on the Solo kit kind of got mixed reviews just because it's a small kit and there's not a lot in here for life-saving devices and things like that. But it's a really great kit for, I think, motorcycle camping and to have with you. At the very minimum, this is what you should have. And it does include a tourniquet, which is very important when you're out and about, especially on the bike. But motorcycle camping and things, you never know what could happen, right? This is just a very basic kit, and there's not much to say about that at the moment. There's a video about it. This is the one I keep in my truck. This one's always with me in my personal vehicle. It's got a good amount of stuff in it. I haven't done a video on this. If you guys want to see a video on this, let me know. Like I said, it's the one I keep in my Ram. This is the MyFac, and we can go over this one in a different date. But I wanted to stick to motorcycles because I know a lot of you guys that follow me ride, and it's really cool because when I first reached out and started working with Mymedic back when we did the Solo, I asked them about if we could come up with something for motorcycles. Now, I didn't have anything to do with this, but I like to think that my question led to what this is. I wanted something that was specifically designed for the motorcycle, that was small and compact and might have what you need if you are involved in a motorcycle accident or if you come along one in your travels. I just think it's great to have one of these with you. Now, this is available in red or black. I did go with black just because I thought it was a little more of a motorcycle color. Now, they say this pack is good for environments that are dry or muddy or dirty. So that doesn't say that it's waterproof. It's got some laser cut moly and things like that, so you could strap this onto another pack, but I just don't know how waterproof it is. The little thing where the light rain is not highlighted and underlined, and it doesn't claim to be anywhere on there. So this will have to be kept inside another pack or your saddlebags or your tour pack. It would be nice if it was waterproof. And if you wanted to, you could just strap this somewhere on the outside of your bike, and then people would know where to go if they needed first aid. On the other hand, it might disappear. And I just want to add that I am an affiliate for these guys, and there is a link down in the description. So if you do choose to pick one up through that link, I do get a little bit of a commission. I'm not here trying to sell you this specific first aid kit or this one or this one. I love the idea of Mymedic because professionals build these kits. They use very high quality components to put all these kits together. And I think they're really well made. And you don't have to think about it. You can just look for what you want, go through their recommendations on their website and whatever, and they're gonna pick out a pack that they think is gonna be good for you. Of course, this one's for motorcycling. So, I mean, it's built for motorcyclists specifically. So there is that. But my main goal is really just to get you thinking about it. How important is it to carry a first aid kit everywhere? On your motorcycle, in your truck, with your camping gear. I don't know. One for the house. If you have an everyday carry pack, or if you have a get-home bag, or whatever, I think being prepared with a good first aid kit, or multiple good first aid kits, one for each specific scenario or situation, is a really good idea. And having one on the motorcycle, I think, is amazing. Think about it, if every motorcyclist out there carried a first aid kit on their bike, like, how many lives could be saved? How many accidents have you come across or been involved in? You know what I mean? first aid is very important. Now this is a brand new pack, so the first thing I want to do right off the bat is I'm going to find my tourniquet. And we're going to open this tourniquet right away. And we're just going to do away with the packaging, all right? There are instructions on the back of this on how to use a tourniquet if you don't know. Familiarize yourself with this first aid kit. Get to know how to use some of this stuff. I mean, it's good to have it either way. Hopefully somebody in your group or somebody who's around knows how to use it. But really, I mean, best case scenario would be if you have an idea of how to use it. Even if you're not 100% comfortable or whatever, if you have an idea how to use this, you might be able to save somebody's life, right? So there's a lot of videos on the internet, on YouTube. There's a lot of videos on Mymedic's website on how to do some of this stuff, like how to use a tourniquet, and just familiarize yourself with this stuff. I am not an EMT. I don't have a ton of medical experience and things like that, but I'm trying to brush up on it. I'm trying to learn, so at least I have an idea. But if you know an EMT or can get in contact with an EMT, I'm sure that they would be happy to kind of walk you through some of this stuff so you're at least somewhat comfortable and have an idea on how to use it. It's just very important. Now I did go with the upgraded kit, so right off the bat, that comes with a padded aluminum splint, which I think is a really nice idea. I'm going to leave this in the packaging just so it stays protected and nice and compact like this. So we will be leaving that. And it also comes with this first aid and survival guide. And this thing's really nice, you guys. It's all color coded. We have airway, bleeding, burns, hydration, medication. And then there's a bunch of outdoor stuff. Talking about being prepared, how to use a compass, the field dressing game, first aid gear, frostbite, fishing, helpful hints, hypothermia, how to tie knots, building a shelter, and then specialty stuff like heart attack, heat, sunstroke, hypothermia, poisoning, shock, stroke, and then sprains and fractures, and on and on and on. So this is a really handy little book to have with you. And hey, just read through it. This could be like bathroom reading material until you actually get out and, you know, when you're sitting on the toilet, instead of flipping through TikTok, learn a little bit. If you're watching a YouTube video, especially this one or one of my other ones, it's okay. You can read this in your free time, like when you're working. Really nice thing about this first aid kit here is everything's got these badges, okay? And these are Velcro, so they can be moved around and whatever, but these are set up already for you. That's what I love about the Mymedic. Like, you don't have to build a pack, you guys. This is packed full of stuff specifically chosen by professionals for this specific pack. So this is what they thought would be the best things to put together. So we got a couple packets of burn cream. Do you think I'll be able to fit all this stuff back in here? I'll probably have to watch the video. Here's some allergy. This is an allergy pack. So this covers things like hydrocortisone cream and eye drops and Lidocaine and ibuprofen. What's really nice too is if you do use any of this stuff, you can just go on Mymedic's website and they make add-on packs. They actually call them mods. Something like this is a mod. So it's not just you're buying individual specific things, which you can also do, but you can also buy these mods. So they'll be like labeled like this is allergies, right? So it's got a bunch of different things in there for allergies. And this is the mini medication mod. And in here you have things like ibuprofen, aspirin, diatam, Dramamine, cold and flu meds, things like that. This one's a mini gauze mod. So in the mini gauze mod, we have 2 gauze pads, one 4x4 gauze pad, 2 non-adherent gauze pads, 2x2, 1 2-inch conforming gauze roll. So that's what's really nice about these mods. You buy the mod, it comes with all that stuff included. And you can decide if you want to go through. So if there is an emergency situation, you can save yourself a little time. You can just open all these up ahead of time. And whether you want to leave the contents of the package in there or just have it ready, more ready to open, okay? It's gonna be okay, because once you get this bag open and you get inside here, everything in here is also sealed individually. So no matter how you choose to do it, it's all gonna be sterile and clean and good to go. Next up in this pack, we have Quick Clot. I don't need to explain Quick Clot, I don't think. Just say it like a lot of times, it's hard. Quick Clot. Here we have the Band-Aid pack. So in here we're going to get 4 1x3 bandages, 2 2x4 bandages, 2 fingertip bandages, 2 knuckle bandages, 2 knee and elbow bandages. So a really nice pack here. And then lastly in this pack, this is the compressed gauze. So it's a 4.5 by 4 yards stretched. And it's all compressed in here. So you don't want to open this one. Just keep it nice and compressed. Another feature that I like about kits like this is that these mesh pouches are just Velcroed in. So whether you need to access something behind them or you just want to get to the contents of this easier, the pouches just pull out. They're elastic, so they're pretty stretchy, and obviously you can cram quite a bit of stuff in there. Here we've got outdoor specialty and your fractures and abrasion pouch. So again, the medical grade shears, mini sprain and fracture mod. Here you're gonna get a finger splint and a 1x15 self-adherent bandage roll. You get a space blanket, which is always handy to have. This is gonna help people who might be in a hypothermic situation, and because a lot of times when your body goes into shock, that can happen. So try to keep the patient warm whenever possible. Also, if you have an emergency situation, it's nice to always have these in an emergency kit as well, whether you're injured or not. So this is a Z-Zips pack, and I've never even seen one of these before, but it's a quick and easy zip tie closure system for lacerations. So if you got a good size laceration, you can use these, put on each side of the laceration, and then it's got zip ties to pull it together, which is kind of neat. I never saw that before. Interesting. And then some super skin. Always a good idea to have some super skin. Now this is going to be great for blisters and things. If you need to walk a long ways, you don't want to have to deal with blisters. So throw a super skin on. It's going to help protect you as far as that goes. A little pack of rubber gloves. And a chest seal. If you don't know how to use a chest seal, there is a video that goes over this on the Mymedic YouTube channel. I watched it, found it very interesting, and the guy on there does a really good job of explaining how to use a lot of this stuff. So if you're not familiar with it, check it out. If you notice, I'm putting everything back right away, so I don't get to a point where I'm not quite sure if I can get this bag zip closed or not. So I'm trying to keep everything the way I find it. So here are a couple emergency items that they send with, which is always handy to have. I've always got paracord on the motorcycle already anyways, but in the case that I didn't, I've got some right here in this pack. I don't know how much is here, but I'm sure plenty. Like, there's so much stuff you can do with 550 paracord. I always have it on the bike. And then a couple of light sticks here. Glow sticks, always good to have in an emergency situation. And here you have the tool mod, mini tool mod. So within here you have a whistle, a pen light, and a pair of tweezers. So that's a nice little handy kit to have. So the cool thing about this is it's kind of a med kit, but it does have some survival stuff in it as well. So what good does that do you on a motorcycle? Well, worst case scenario, you are riding along, you go off the road, you end up in a deep ditch or culvert or something like that, a ravine. If it's dark, you've got the flashlight, so you can maybe try to signal some people. You've got a whistle. You can blow that whistle with all your might to try to attract attention. If you're in a situation where you're hurt and you can't get to the road, whatever you can do to try to get attention is very important. I'm gonna leave the paracord out for now because that just goes right in the middle here, and I know we're good. This one's the hydration pack. This is what's in the hydration pack. It's a hydration mod. It comes with 2 hydration packets and 2 water purification tablets. And again, if you get to a situation where you need to open this and use something out of it, you can just go right on their website and order this whole pack again, sealed, ready to go. This one's your topical pouch. Topical is going to be things for insect bites, burn creams, lip balm, sunscreen, antiseptic towelettes, all that kind of stuff. This is our last pouch, and it's for airway. The only thing that's in the airway pouch is a CPR shield. So we're going to leave that packaged up as well, but there you go. CPR shield. And then in this elastic band right here, which is also Velcro and removable, this is just anti-chafing cream, however you want to say that. 5, possibly 6 of those in here, just one-time use. So if you have any issues when you're riding, some hot spots and things like that, you can just get into your Moto Medic and grab one of these and take care of it and get back on the road. This Velcro loop here for the tourniquet is also Velcro. So all this stuff can be removed. So everything is just fast and easy to get to if you do come into a situation. So to me, what I really like about this kit is, though, it does kind of cover a lot of different bases. You've got bandages and things for minor injuries if you're at camp, or if you burn yourself on your exhaust, which who hasn't done that like a million times. But it's also got some life-saving stuff in here, like the quick clot and the tourniquet. There's some good things in here. I think it was really thoughtfully put together. You've got a few emergency kind of survival situation things going on. In the middle here, everything is marked really nice with these Velcro things. And you can customize it a little bit if you want to. Granted, this is packed pretty tight, but I mean, it's just modular and customizable. Do what you want with it as you own it. But the important thing is, I think, is this. Get yourself a first aid kit. Seriously consider being prepared, even when you're out on your motorcycle, in your truck, in your garage, in your boat, in your camper, whatever it is. I just think, you know, I love having these first aid kits around. They have come in handy in many situations. We've used stuff out of this solo kit. I've used stuff out of the MyFac. Haven't saved any lives, thank God. Haven't come into a situation where I've needed to get into any of that with any of this stuff. It's kind of one of those, I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. And I really hope you guys consider that and take that to heart. So scroll down underneath this video, check that link to the Mymedic website. See what you think for yourself. If you don't like the prices or you don't like the kit or whatever, find something else, you know what I mean? But definitely consider having something with you. If you are going to put a first aid kit on your bike, don't bury it at the bottom of your saddlebag, all right? The rule of thumb is, obviously with the first aid kit, you want this on top. Pack your bags, leave space at the top for your first aid kit. And then if you do come across anything or if something does happen, all you have to do is pop open the lid of your tour pack or the lid of your saddlebag, and this is going to be right there, easy to grab, and that's what you want. So let me know what you guys think down below. What do you guys think of the Moto Medic here? A kit specifically designed with motorcyclists in mind, according to Mymedic. And what do you think? This is another first aid kit video. We've gone over, like I said, the solo in the past. Do you like this kind of stuff? Do you find it interesting? Is it thought-provoking? Do you already carry a first aid kit on your motorcycle? I have lots of questions. So let me know down in the comments below. I think it would be really interesting to get a conversation going down there and see what everybody says, what they think. I mean, you can't deny it's important, right? Like, just think everybody should carry one, especially on their motorcycle. But have one in your truck. Have it somewhere visible. So if there's an emergency situation, this is somewhere people can see it. Maybe they have to break into your truck, break a window to get to it, but if it saves a life, it's worth it, right? That's what I think. So that's going to do it for this one, you guys. I appreciate you sticking with me this far to the end of the video. If you did, consider leaving another comment down below. Let's do hashtag stay alive. Hashtag stay alive. That'll let me know that you made it this far. I appreciate it. So that's very cool. We're going to get back to some motorcycle and camping related content hopefully soon. I mean, it's winter here, so you know. I've been Andrew from Minnesota. This is Touring Midwest. Stay safe out there as always. Have a good one. And I'll catch you in the next video right here on Touring Midwest.